Welcome to this overview of reporting repairs in RailInc's damaged and defective car tracking system known as DDCT. In this video, we'll use examples for shops, but these functions can also be performed by pre-trip, scrap, and storage facilities. Shops, pre-trip, scrap, and storage facilities that have cars dispositioned to them receive an email notification when the CarMark owner issues their disposition for Rules 1, 107, and 108. For Rule 95 cars, the CarMark owner will contact their chosen facility and mark the car on hand at that time. For Rule 95 cars that need repair, the handling carrier is responsible for coordinating with the repair facility. Railroads, car owners, and shops use the Shop menu item in DDCT to indicate that cars are in place and on hand for repairs, to report completion of repairs or individual defects, to view cars expected at shops, to view cars on hand, and to view cars with repairs completed. The first step in reporting a repair is to report that the car is on hand. The Report Car on Hand function allows the authorized shop user to report a piece of equipment on hand at the shop and ready for repairs. To report a car on hand, select Shop, Report Car on Hand from the menu. The shop mark of the logged in road is pre-filled. Enter the shop SPLC or select the search icon to search for a valid location associated with the on-hand reporting. Enter the equipment ID and select Continue. The Report Car on Hand page may display up to 3 types of list: a list of equipment that needs confirmation, a list of equipment that is already on hand, and/or a list of unexpected equipment that has been marked as on hand. For each list, there may be more than one page of equipment IDs, so check the bottom of each list for additional pages. Check the box to the left of the car to be reported on hand and select Report Car on Hand. The equipment selected is displayed along with a request to confirm. If the car is truly on hand, select Report Car on Hand a second time to confirm and select Yes. A success message is displayed. Select Done to return to the home page. Next, let's look at the Report Repairs function and how this is used to record completion of repairs of damaged or defective equipment that is on hand. Select Shop, Report Repairs from the main menu. The Report Repairs page lists all cars on hand and available for repair work. The colored bar graph for each equipment ID indicates the percentage of defects that have been repaired. Green indicates that the repair is complete. Red indicates incomplete. Yellow indicates that there is no defect card associated with the equipment. Select the Equipment ID link to view repairs for a specific car. The top section of the repairs page contains general incident information. The bottom section contains the specific defects or damage identified for the car. On this page, you can perform one of the following. If a defect card was prepared, record a defect as having been repaired by selecting the checkbox to the left of the defect and then selecting Report Repairs. If all defects have been completed, select the All checkbox. Or, select Report Repairs Complete to accomplish the same thing, which is to report all listed defects as complete. The page is redisplayed highlighting the selected defect repairs. Or, select Intermediate Shop Complete to release the car from the shop. Use this when a car goes to an intermediate shop that reports the car on hand, executes some repairs, and then releases the car for additional repairs at another shop. In this example, let's select Report Repairs Complete and confirm by selecting Yes. Then select Done. Notification of the completed repairs is sent to the CarMark owner. When we go back to look at Report Repairs, the bar graph is green. Next, let's briefly look at 3 other options available to shop facilities and car owners. These options are located within the Shop menu item. Select Shop, Cars Dispositioned to Shop to see a list of all equipment that was dispositioned to the shop by the car owner. This option is primarily used as a search function for shops and car owners. From the result list, users can select equipment and report a car on hand. Another option is to select Shop, Cars on Hand for cars that have been marked on hand and needing repair. This is a search function that is primarily used by shops and car owners. A third option is to select Shop Repair History for historical information on groups of equipment or a specific car that has been dispositioned to a location. For more details about DDCT, refer to the DDCT documentation and videos by selecting the Documentation menu item. That wraps up this overview of reporting repairs in RailLink's damaged and defective car tracking system. Contact us for more information.